Good morning. My name is Rick and welcome to my Cape Cod life. Today we're heading to the beach because it's the opening of oyster season. Stop at the Dunkin' Donuts. So we're here at the beach. I'm still about an hour away to full load time. I'm gonna give it another half an hour. I'm just wearing knee boots. You'll see other people out there that are wearing waders so they can go much deeper than I can. So just waiting for the tide to go out a little bit more. I'm gonna sip on my coffee and then we will go get some oysters. And I'm gonna pick up some clams while I'm there too. So, all right, I'll see you in a little bit. Chilly today. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 7 degrees Celsius, but it feels like 38 degrees Fahrenheit or about 3 degrees Celsius. So I'll be wearing layers and I have insulated gloves. And I have a pro tip. Driving here on a cold morning, you want to put your gloves up on the dashboard so they get a little toasty warm. Those are insulated gloves. Alright, that's my harvest today. I have all the oysters in the bottom and the clams over there. Just tipped it over so you can see both. I'm very happy with that harvest. This time I used the basket rake, and when I have a cameraman or it's not so windy where I can use a tripod, I'll show you more in detail how you get the oysters. They're basically to scoop them off the bottom of the ocean floor. I showed you some natural sets. That's how they grow naturally. Our town also propagates them in baskets and just scatters them on the beach as we get to oyster season. Those are my insulated gloves. I showed you those earlier. Let's go in the car. It was a little chilly out there, but I had a great time shellfishing. I got a half a basket of oysters and half a basket of clams, and that's a goodly amount, really. All right, so when I get home and I want to clean my oysters, it has like little, we call those slipper shells on it in here. I'm just gonna take a butter knife and I'm just gonna scrape those off. Okay, sometimes there's barnacles, there could be seaweed, and sometimes they're fairly clean. These are good. This has some seaweed, there's another slipper shell. Now, before you eat them, you would rinse them off and scrub them, and then pop them open. This has a barnacle on it, just a little one right there. There's one here. I was talking how some of them have seaweed. This one's full of it, but you know, we're just gonna pluck that off, scrape it off after, and that's good to go. All right, my friends, that's 42 oysters in here. So I'm gonna be sharing some of those with my neighbors. I'm sure they will appreciate it. I also have a bunch of clams to deal with. I'll be steaming this and maybe making stuffed quahogs today, or stuffed clams. It's a family favorite around here. As soon as it's known I have them in my freezer starts to get raided. But it's okay, it's why I do it. Now, when you're storing your oysters, there's a flat side and there's what we call the cup side. You want to put the cup down. So the cup down, flat side up. And that way they will be more comfortable, for a lack of a better word. They'll retain their juices that way. So I'm just gonna fill this bowl up. I already brought some to the neighbors, and then my neighbor across the street, he's a school teacher. He'll be home later this afternoon. I'll bring him some over, and then I will have some for myself. So I'll finish this up, and I'll show you in a second. The bowl is full. Now I'm just gonna put a damp napkin on it, just like I do with my clams. A little blanket to keep them all snug in the fridge. It just helps maintain the moisture and the humidity levels. into the fridge they go. Well, thank you for joining me today. It was really fun going to opening day of oyster season. I have some in the fridge. I'll pop one open a little bit later. I have some errands to go do. The weather turned to nasty rain. It's cold and drizzly out there. Not even drizzly, it's raining. So, thank you for joining me. If you like this video, you know what to do. And as always, my Cape Cod life.